Got another no AC call. This is a church member, and she said it's not cooling and the outdoor fan is not running. So we're gonna go find out, see if it's the fan motor, possibly hot as it is, it's probably gonna be the capacitor has blown. But we will find out when we get there. Alright. Well, we're here to contact her. A little warm on the top, so there's a good chance it's going to be a capacitor keeping for the everything running. But this thing all dressed. Yeah, she's humming over there. She was just humming. So hopefully the compressor has not went in thermo overload. At least it was just humming, so I don't think it has. So we should be good of possibly just changing out the capacitor, and it should fire right up. And just for the ones that want to know what unit this is, there you go. Good old Goodman. Let's open this bad boy up and see what we find. Well, looky. That looks like it's swollen just a tad bit. Let's pull that bad boy off and read it and see what it comes up to be. Now the first thing we want to do before we start putting our hands all up in here is, even though we have the voltage, the breaker over there, turned off, too many times I have seen a disconnect, regardless if it's a breaker or a fuse or just a dummy pull out, that somebody has bypassed one of the legs in the box and you still have voltage coming into the unit. So always check the voltage. Not only you check it between the two terminals, I do believe it's going to be your capacitor right here, since it's swollen, and that will cause nothing to run out here. But we're getting ready to find out. We need a 30 plus 5. See if we even have one, a 30 plus 5. Do we have a 30 plus 5? Did I grab one? No, that's a 25. Do we have a 30 plus 5? There we are. There's a good old 30. 30 plus 5, 440. Let's go put this bad boy on and see if it'll fire it up. And a lot of people, or service techs, will do nothing but change a capacitor and say, okay, you're all good. But we don't. A good tech will check the gas pressure and amps on the compressor, amps on the motor, just to see if there's no other issues that needs attending to. Because we all know we hate to fix one and then have to come back in a couple of days and fix something else that could have been prevented if we just checked it. Like the motor up here, it can be pulling too many amps and thermo overload. And when it gets this new capacitor, it'll run, but it'll trip out on the overload and they have the exact same problem. No AC. Check it while you're there. No longer it takes. And you'll see. We'll show you just a few things that you can do just to prevent maintenance basically without them signing up, just to be sure everything's running good. Okay, we got the new one in. Got it all wired up. Common, Hermetic, fan. All wires are in. Little spider and all up in there. You see him walking around. Where you at? Yeah, that's him right there. That's him right there. Right there. Okay. That's the old one. 30 plus 5. A little swollen there. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we have here. And fire it up. The pressure's running. Capacitors apparently was the only thing, but we're going to find out. Let's find some other things on here and see. Yeah, we got it running. What else you want us to do? Yeah. I think get it running is just a habit that we have. Some habits are hard to break. Okay, we found out the unit is overcharged. It has 0 superheat. We're going to weigh this and just see how much gas actually take out. Because this time, this one is not empty. 21.5. Alright, we got our hoses all connected up to the high side. We're going to get a focus on the air, which says, see, we're sitting about 2 1/4. Always wear gloves when you mess with Freon. Freon has no mercy. As cold as it gets, it can burn you. Let's see what we can do about this bad boy. And whenever you use this method, you have to be very patient. You cannot open up this valve that much. Just a little bit at a time and then let it balance out. And because if not, you'll take out too much and then you have to go put some back in. So you take out a little bit, let it sit a little bit, and let it come up where it's supposed to be. We're sitting on the gauge down there. We're sitting roughly about 49. And we're sitting here at 53. And we're supposed to have 13 split. And as you can see, it's going up, and we didn't let out that much. Not much at all.
Now we're sitting still about 48, 49. It's between 48 and 50, so we're sitting about 49. So we're sitting so we got about 8 superheat about right now. So we're going out, let out just a little bit more. Not much. You can see that's all we do. Them little shots, just like that. And then let it bounce out. And like I said, if you let too much out, then you're going to have fun putting some back in. We don't have enough time hardly even to take it out and balance it out. We don't need to put more time, force ourselves to be here any longer than we have to be. So a little bit of patience. You're still sitting 49 on the gauge down there. See if we can get that hook there. Because, yep, about 49. $57. Water's coming out nicely. A lot of techs will say, oh, it's draining, so it must be good. But that's not good enough for us. We want it right. It's like I told the customer, it's like tires on your vehicle. If they're supposed to have, say, 35 PSI and they're running 29, 30, you look at them, you might not be able to tell by just looking at them, or when you drive the vehicle. But if you check that gas mileage before you put more air in it and put it where it's supposed to be, you'll see a difference on your gas mileage that you are getting on your vehicle. Because whenever a tire is low, it has a lag on it, so your vehicle has to work even harder just to be able to do what it's supposed to do. Well, we're still sitting about 49, so we need to let just a little bit more. Let's see how that little bit will do. Yeah, we're still sitting at 49. And it's getting close to 48 down there. She's moving just a little bit, but we got to get it just right. And we know we've got a nice clean coil in there and filter and all, so we know that's good. The fan's running good. Now we're sitting about 10 superheat. So if we can get this thing to hit. Alright, now, as you can see, we can get this focus and get the reflection off of it. Now we're sitting at 48. Dead on 48. And that's 58. 59. So we went up one. So now we got 11 superheat. If we can get this thing to hit 60, so we can have a 12 superheat, I think we'd be good. And it's just about there. Half of the temperature degree, and we will be there. And it looks like it's going to try its best to go up. Come on. Let's get 60 out of here, and we have Alright, looks like we're going to get 60 if we can. So we can have 12 superheat. There we are. We require to have 13. I think we're good right there. Yep, 59, 60.1. She's doing good.